Well, good evening and welcome to season 15 of ERC Managers, and we're at round 5 here live at Albert Park, Melbourne in Australia. I say it's round 5 and we have 18 drivers on the grid tonight. I've missed one, I don't know who that is, but anyway, I think we've got cars coming out on the track. The first car I can see is an Aston Martin, and that is XRT inside off on an outlap. It's followed by a Racing Bull. I'm going to have a guess at Shaggy in the Racing Bull behind him. Yep, it is Shaggy, and I think Crito is also on the track, but XRT inside will, by the looks of things, be the first car to set a fast lap. Shaggy sitting in behind for the time being. Maybe get a tow off the Aston Martin. The Tunstall Tornado. XRT inside, just coming into Ascari, which is turn 13, onto Stewart, which is turn 14. This is Prost, turn 15, and then the final bend, and it is pedal to the metal, and off XRT goes, and will be the first car to set, hopefully to set a time for this Australian Grand Prix. Anyway, just to run through the runners and drivers for you. McLaren are represented by Exo and Roman. Ferrari, we have got Kenny's Ghost and Scar, who's reserving for the Ferrari team tonight. Red Bull, we've got Jelly and PDMB, who is reserving for the Red Bull outfit. Then in Mercedes, we've got Bushpig and Stuka Boy. Alpine, we have Nathan McIntyre. Unfortunately, MK7H will not be driving tonight. I believe his air conditioning has gone off and he's afraid of sweating to death. In the Aston Martin, we have XRT inside, who we are on board with at the moment, setting the timings on fire. Just coming into sector 3. Well, no, he's well into sector 3 now, going through Ascari. Stewart and Prost, and then pedal to the metal, as I said before, and we will set the time 1:16.995. As I said, Shaggy was next, but Shaggy is going in the pits. So we've missed Crito with the 1:17.3. Nathan has retired. I don't know whether he's got a ban or what, I don't know. King is third with in the Sauber with a 1:17.919. And then Pivot 1:18.5. Right, let's get on board with somebody. It's a Ferrari who's invalidated. That's Scar. And there's a McLaren behind Scar. And that is Roman. Roman's coming in. Penultimate corner. In the final corner. And let's see what Roman can do in the McLaren. And it's 1:18.5. There's a Sauber behind him. That's not King. It'll be Iconic. Iconic in the Sauber. 1:16.677. There's another Ferrari coming around now, and that is Kenny's Ghost. 1:17.8 for Kenny's Ghost. And the Aston Martin's coming through. I think they'll be going in the pits. Mercedes there. Who's that Mercedes? Let's have a look. It is Stuka Boy. Yeah, in the Haas we've got Master Bear, sole driver for the Haas tonight. It's a 1:18.1 for Stuka Boy. Racing Bull subscription. It's Pivot in the Cash App. It's 2 seconds slower. In the previous time, Mercedes going over, that was Bush Pig. He is the new leader of the ERC Managers Championships, is Bush Pig. 5-point lead over Exo in P2, but we'll run through the championships in a short while. But Iconic has set the pace, 1:16.677 for Iconic. Castillo on an outlap. Ferrari, Ken's Ghost, he's not on an in-lap, so we'll carry on with the runners and riders. Racing Bulls, we've got Pivot and Shaggy. Williams, we've got Fine Waldo and Pasteleo, and in the Sauber, Iconic is reserving, and the partner stalwart driver King in the Sauber. Ken Ghost goes in the pits. We've got Shaggy on an outlap. Another Red Bull of some description, that's Pivot. Pivot's on a hot lap. 1:18.5 is his best time. I like the Australia track, really do, both commentating and driving. And it's a 1:18.1 for Pivot, and that's P8 for Pivot. Mercedes behind him was Bush Pig. He's gone P3 with 1:17.239. The Ferrari coming over now, and Scar with a 1:17.856. Red Bull of some description, and that is PDMB on an outlap. And then we've got Pasteleo around that final corner. And it's a 1:18.8 for Pasteleo. P11 on mediums as well. The Portuguese driver. Shaggy has invalidated his lap. That's 2 laps he's done and not set a time. Bush Pig in P3 is on an in lap, I presume. Pivot also. Scar invalidated, but he has set time, P6, and teammate Kenny's Ghost is P5, just 500ths of a second separating 2 Ferrari drivers. PDMB in the Red Bull. 2 more corners, and he'll be setting his first fast lap. 1:16.677 is the fastest, and it's a 1:17.4. That's P5. PDMB reserving for the Red Bulls this evening here in Melbourne, Australia. Master Bear on an outlap. PDMB on an in-lap. There's McLaren as well. Is that? It's Exo. Exo currently second in the league. I'll run through championship standings after Q1. Waldo on an outlap, just being overtaken by the Red Bull of Jelly, also on an outlap. Master Bear coming down into the start finish straight to start his first fast lap of the evening. Nathan, as I say, has retired. Exo on track at the moment. Master Bear, Jelly, Waldo and Shaggy all yet to set a time. DMB will be going in the pits, I'm sure. We've got Exo on his outlap. Jelly, Waldo on an outlap. Excuse me, going to yawn. Shaggy on an outlap. We've got Haas. I think that Haas is on a fast lap, and it's Master Bear. We're on board with Master Bear, who's split, sector 2 split was 44 seconds. Going into Ascari now. Master Bear not having the best of seasons, currently P10 in the championships. His team has a P9 in the constructors. Anyway, Master Bear around that final corner. Start finish line is 1:17.398. That's P5 for Master Bear. We've got a cash up coming after him. Presuming that's Shaggy. Yeah, Shaggy on a fast lap now. PDMB still out on track. EXO coming round the Scary now. Stay on board with EXO. Around the penultimate corner. She's Prost, and then up to turn 16. And I would say this is around the 1:17.5 mark. It's a 1:17.2 for EXO. P3 for the South African. And we've got Jelly. 1:17.475 is his fastest lap. Waldo is P5 now, Master Bear P7, so Waldo 1:17.2, and followed over by Basilio, who's invalidated. Shaggy coming round. Stewart, turn 14, now turn 15, which is Prost. Final corner, turn 16. Again, this is going to be a 1:17.5, I would say. It's 1:17, 1:18.2 for Shaggy. That's P15, just on the bubble to get through to Q2. King on an outlap. PDMB still going round. Jelly. Still in the fast lap. He's going in the pits. He's our Jelly. Clown of EXO will be following him. Got Basilio, who did say had invalidated. Fine Waldo is P5 1:17.2. This is an outlap, I think. Get rid of some fuel. Shaggy going around, and we're going in the pits with our Shagster. There's King in Sauber on this one. 10th down on his P12 time, 1:17.919. Everybody on softs now. Basilio has gone to softs. 1:17.929. It's 200ths of a second slower on his first fast lap attempt. PAB. This could be more like it. Currently P8, and his 1:17.3 puts him into P6. For some reason my ashtray is on fire. Basilio on an outlap. But Ferrari coming on that final corner now, and that is Kenny's Ghost. He's on an outlap. It's Kenny. Sauber of King. You see his fuel light in the centre of the screen at the bottom. That white petrol tank flashing. Stuka Boy on an outlap. Just everybody's done a time now, apart from Nathan. Three minutes to go in Q1. At the moment, Shaggy is on. Ooh, Stuka Boy goes round and makes a bit of a mess of his front wing. I just think that'd be a diversion into the pits for Stuka Boy. As XRT inside and EXO both retire from the session. So Nathan won't be making Q2. As it is at the moment, Basilio is on an outlap. Will be out, and so will Rome. Shaggy is on a knife edge in P15. PDMB also retires from the session. So Iconic still leading the way with a 1:16.677. Got Ferrari going over the line now, and that is Kenny's Ghost in P10 with a 1:17.703. Aston Martin out there on track, and that is Crito. A cracking race on Sunday for his debut ERC in the Masters. Castelao then on board with Portuguese man of war. Castelao in the Williams, currently P17, Ascar and King both retire. Castelao then needs to beat a 1:18.2. It's going to be high 1:17s. It's a 1:18.1. That's P13, so he's knocked Shaggy out. Pivot now on the bubble. That Ferrari coming around that final bend now, and that is Kenny's Ghost who's going in the pits. Red Bull of some description is pivot on an outlap. Currently in P15 is pivot on 18.197. Fast lap now. Got Mercedes. That is Strucker Boy on an outlap. Aston Martin, that'll be Crito. Validated. Pasteleo on the in-lap. P13, Pasteleo. Pivot 2/10 up on his previous Sector 1 time. Say on the bubble is pivot P15. And into turn 11 and 12. And to Ascari, which is turn 13. So time is up. This is his last attempt for pivot to go a little bit quicker. So Shaggy and Roman are out, and Nathan. Pivot then. Knock Stuka Boy down to P15. That's P10 for pivot. Cracking lap from the racing cash app. Stuka Boy on the bubble then in P15. He's out on track as well. 5 seconds slower. And is invalidated anyway. So that is it. We'll get confirmation of who's going in a few short ticks. Just have a little drink of coffee. Nobody talking in the chat. What's wrong with you? Six people in the chat. Nobody talking. Perhaps because they're driving, I suppose. Tiny isn't driving. How are you doing, Jezza? How's that, Babby? Evening, my mate. Hope Babby's all well, and Mrs. Tiny as well. So Q1 over and done with. Lovely clear blue skies here in Melbourne. Superboy does go P15. So let's have a look, see who we have lost. And we have lost Shaggy, Roman, and Nathan McIntyre. Cash App, McLaren, and an Alpine out in Q1. So on to Q2. And I'll just run through your championships. Like I say, Bushpig is the new leader of the ERC Managers Championship on 96 points. XO in P2 on 91. Then we've got Fine Waldo on 88, P3, P4, MK7H, 71 points, as well as Captain Morgan. He is also on 71. Both Captain Morgan and MK7H missing tonight. Liam Hardman also missing tonight is in P6 on 69 points. Jelly in P7 65. Kenny's Ghost in P8 on 58 points. Shaggy's in P9 on 53 and Master Bear in P10 on 50. XRT inside 46 points. P11. P12 is Bird on 34 alongside Stuka Boy, who's also on 34 points. 14th position is Pashaleo on 31. 15th position is Roman 28. Pivot is in P16 for 22 points. King in P17 on 21 points. PDMB down in P18 on 20 points. 19 is Nathan on 18. 20 is Crete on 17. And Sam McKenzie in 21st with 16 points. So on to Q2. Again, everybody on the soft tyres. And we'll go on board with the Aston Martin. Is first out, followed by Sauber. That's XRT inside with King. And also we have is that outside? It's a Red Bull. Jelly. So we have XRT inside, Jelly and King. All ready to start things going in Q2. Ooh, very good on the brakes was Jelly there as King locked up the Sauber. That's good to hear, Jez. All good. Surviving work currently. Enjoy it, mate. Enjoy the work. Baby is all good and behaving well so far. Good. Great to hear. So we'll jump on board with the man McLaren. It's an Aston Martin, not McLaren. That is XRT inside. Just coming out of sector 1 into sector 2 and going around turn 9 as we speak. Get split of his sector 1 time now, and it is a 44.3. Round Ascari, which is turn 13. On to Stewart, turn 14, and Prost, turn 15 now. And it's a final corner before we run down to start finish flag, and XRT inside will set the standard for Q2 with a 1:69. A cracking time that is. Now we go straight on to King in the Sauber. King's done a 1:18.0 and Jelly a 1:17.6. So Creto in the Aston Martin, so we missed you, mate. A 1:17.095 up to P2. And Waldo sneaks in there, P3 with 1:17.505. Not going quick enough past Leo. And so 1:18.3, P8. Ferrari coming along now, and that is Scar on his first lap now. Mercedes of Stupid Boy going in the pits for Haas. That'll be Master Bear coming around the final corner now. Master Bear 1:17.1 P3 for the Haas. Mercedes then. Who's that? Bush Pig P4 1:17.244, and then there's Red Bull some description just across the line. That's PDMB. He's on a fast lap now. Pivot has retired from the session. Busy day today, decorating at home, earning a few brownie points, and went to see me mum and dad. Wedding anniversary today, 65 years they've been married today, my mum and dad. Just took them a few bits and bobs down, and we're going out with friends for a meal. So all best to mum and dad. 118,495 for Scar, that's P11. Master pair in P3. Just going in the pits. Red Bull behind is PDMB. And final corner for the Red Bull. Hey, I'm good, thanks, Jez. I'm a bit knackered. 118.0 for PDMB, and then the Salbit of King. Oh, Iconic, sorry, 118.9. A little bit slower than his first Q1 lap. Yeah, just a bit tired, decorating at home, and saying to parents before they went out for a meal celebrating their 65th wedding anniversary. So yeah, I'm good. Keep plodding. Scar a little bit quicker. He's a 10th up. Needs to be a couple of 10ths up. It's a 118.2. P11 for Scar. Go quicker on his next one. Scar will be out in Q2. Stick away on and out lap. And we've got the Salbit of Iconic. And Scary into Stewart, and then Frost. And then we find the corner. Nice onboard view. And the Iconic going down to the start finish, and it's a 116.649. Another fastest lap in Q2 for Iconic. Jelly also on an out lap. Ferrari, who's been validated, that Scar. Stupid Boy also been validated. Leo Ian the Williams on an out lap. Iconic. So there's one fast lap there. Petrol is feel like he's flashing. Anyway, he's slowed down now. My teammate King is behind him. King on a fast lap, currently P11, and going out of Q2 unless he improves. Scary corner for the Salbit. Did that well was King. Frost and your final corner for the Salbit. We'll stay on board with him as it comes to the start finish line, currently P11, and that is now P8 for King in the Salbit. Jelly is validated. Got Mercedes of Stuka Boy on a hot lap. We'll stay on board with the Mercedes driver. Currently yet to set a time in Q2. 6 minutes remaining. Pardon me for being rude. Going to Stewart and Frost for Stuka Boy on the final corner. Boy then from P15 up to P8, 117.535 for Stuka Boy. The young man. Waldo on out lap. Jelly on the fast lap. Currently on the bubbling P10 is Jelly when he's gone in pits. Not happy with that lap. Ken's Ghost on and out lap. Boy, I'm tired. Stupid boy on an in lap. Fine Waldo then. We'll stand by with Waldo. Going around turn 9 and 10. Turn 2. Sector 2, sorry, not turn 2. Coming into Ascari is the Williams now. Currently P7 Waldo. Looks a good time to me, this, for the Williams and Waldo. That's P1, 1:16.6 Fine Waldo, top of the tree. In Q2 beats Iconics previous by 300ths of a second. Jelly in P10, as with 3.5 minutes to go, he's on and out lap. Here's Jelly. He's on the fast one. Scar and out lap. Pastley on out lap. Kenny's Ghost on a fast one. We'll stand by with Kenny as he comes round into Ascari. Turn 13. Kenny in P12 and his teammate in the Ferrari Scar in P13. So the Ferraris need to pull a finger out. I don't think this is going to threaten either. Kenny's Ghost. It's a 1:19.000 003 for Kenny's Ghost. And Kenny down in P12 will have to go again. Jelly will start his fast lap now. I've got Mercedes around that pack just coming into Ascari, and that is Push Pig on an out lap, followed by the Haas of Master Bear. We've got Ferrari and that Scar. Purple's sector 2 does the Ferrari down in P13. Into turn 14 Stewart and turn 15 Prost. Final corner now for Phil. Now this is quick. 1:16 something. 1:16.4 P1 4 Scar. Quick turnaround from P10 to, well, no, he wasn't. It was P13, wasn't he? Pasteleo currently P12. Needs to improve. PDMB 6/10 up. That's PDMB up to P4 with a 1:16.777. Jelly is in P12 now. He'll have to do something on this lap. Steve Martin of Crito starting his fast lap now at 1:17.095 is his fastest. P6. Mercedes is Bush Pig, and again I think this is a 1:16, mid 1:16s, and it's 1:16.6 P3 for the Mercedes. Haas of Master Bear behind him, and that's P6 for Master Bear. So we're going to be losing King, Jelly, Pastel, Kenny's Ghost and Pivot. If they don't improve, King definitely out. Kenny's Ghost, I think, is definitely out. Pivot is also definitely out. Pasteleo is in the pits. There's just Jelly left. Creto goes purple sector 2. Where is Jelly? Where's Jelly? Here's Jelly. Needs to beat a 1:17.5. It's a 1:17.1. P9 for Jelly. Just gets through. Got Aston Martin coming through now, and that is Creto. 1:18.8. But he's safe on a 1:17.095 on the previous lap. I think that is it. Push Pig in P3, and that's on Master Bear, who is in P6 and goes in the pits. Yeah, so that is that. Q3 on its way. Stuka Boy, King, Pastel, Kenny's Ghost, and Pivot all out of Q2, and will take no further part in qualifying. Scartrix, Fine Waldo, Push Pig, Iconic, PDMB, Master Bear, Inside, Creto, Jelly, and Exo are the 10 drivers who we'll see in the one that matters, Q3. Wagwan, Sophie! Wagwan! Boy has just gone P1. I don't know where he got it from. I hope he didn't mind me saying he has been struggling until that lap then, and took P1 in Q2. Not too bad, Sophie love, not too bad. Saying before, a bit tired, doing a bit of decorating at home, earning a few brownie points. It is confirmation of the drivers that we lose in Q2. We're going to have a sneeze. Bless you. Stuka Boy is out, King is out, Paslo is out, Kenny's Ghost, and Pivot. So 1 Williams, 1 Mercedes, 1 Kick Sauber, 2 Red Bulls, 1 Haas, 2 Aston Martins, and a McLaren make up your 10 drivers in Q3. And now I will tell you all about the Constructors' Championships before I sneeze again. No, I won't. It'll be after I sneeze again. Yes. A few cobwebs blown out of the nostril sack. Anyway, in the Constructors' Championship, after round 4, Williams are top of the 138. Mercedes second with 130. Ferrari just a point behind it with 129 in P3. P4 is McLaren on 119. Then we've got Alpine on 89. Aston Martin on 79. Racing Bulls 75. Red Bull 65. Haas 50. And the Sauber in P10 on 44 points. So on to Q3, the one that matters. This to decide who's on pole. And let's say your runners and riders are PDMB, Exo, Push Pig, Master Bear, Iconic, Scartrix, Creto, Inside, Jelly, and Waldo. Not encouraged him. Fair enough. Sorry for sniffing. Got a little bit of a chill. So it's not XRT Inside that's leading them out this time. It's the Aston Martin of XRT Inside. Sorry. It is Inside, and his teammate is behind him. That's Credo. And Sauber of King. Following the 2 Aston Martins, we've got McLaren out on track and a Ferrari. Haas on Master Bear, Red Bull of Jelly, and the Williams of Fine Waldo. Sorry, it's not the Red Bull of Jelly, because Red Bull Jelly is in the pit still. So the PDMB also out on track. All cars now out on track as Jelly joins. And they're all on their outlap, except for XRT Inside, who's going down that start-finish straight now and will start his first attempt at trying to get pole tonight. As he hurtles around the first couple of corners into turn 3 and 4. It's Whiteford turn 5. He comes out of sector 1 and his split time is 26.6. And that little chicane do for 6 and 7 onto turn 8, and then Clark turn 9, turn 10. So yeah, Sophie usually encourages him, but she isn't tonight. Letting him get on with it. Don't need any more pressure. Under enough pressure as it is. There's our Philip. So then coming into turn 15 Prost, and your final corner turn 16. And inside will be the first to set time in Q3, and it's 1:16.5. Straight down there to Crito, who goes 1:16.7. Then King with a 1:16.9. P3 McLaren then of XO 1:17.2 for XO. Ferrari of Scartrick's gone in the pits, and the Haas of Master Bear going over the start finish line now with a 1:16.5 P2 for Master Bear. PDMB in the pits. Fine Waldo coming around that final corner. His first lap in Q3. 5 have set times, 5 have yet to set times. That's Waldo P4 with a 1:16.789. Mercedes then of Bush Pig, your championship leader. 1:16.9 P5 for Bush Pig. We've got Red Bull then of Jelly, who's invalidated that lap. And I think you'll see inside. And Crito will be making dives for the pits, along with King, who's going in. Yeah, I thought we'd stay out for a minute then. So, no doubt we'll be following them then into the pits. Sorry for coughing down your ear rolls. Oh, you've been away for the weekend. Very nice. Is you sightseeing or seeing family, or what have you been doing in London, Sophie? Three drivers then yet to set times on board with Jelly. Just coming out sector 2 onto sector 3 and around turn 12. Oh, you've been the wrestling, right? Yeah. There's a couple from another league. Both, was it Friday or Saturday, wasn't it? And one on Monday night. They went one on Monday night somewhere. But Jelly 1:17.5 for Jelly. That's P8. I think he was just glad of the time on the board. PDB on an outlap and Scar in bits. We'll stay on board with PDMB then. I don't think Jelly is on a fast lap now. His fuel light is flashing, so we'll stay on board with PDMB, who's warming his tyres up, so that doesn't look good. Well, say it doesn't look good. It does look good, but he's not on a fast lap. That's what I meant. Yeah, I know Phil is heavy into his wrestling. I've seen pictures of his belts and what have you. I suppose you are a wrestling fan as well, Sophie. Iconic on and out lap. PDMB on a fast one in the Red Bull. Currently yet to set time along with Scartrix. Here's PDMB. 1:16.520 is the fastest so far. 4.5 minutes left of Q3. XRT inside leads. Master Bear is P2 and Creto P3. Creto carrying on from where he left off on Sunday with his debut in the Masters. Did a sterling job. Did Creto. I'll just get my Bible out and recap myself with where he finished. He was in the Aston Martin and he finished 4th behind Bird and in front of Exo. So made a good account of himself. Did Creto on Sunday. 15 years you've been into your wrestling. Wow. PDMB goes P5. Here comes inside. Open to beat at 1:16.5. It's a 1:16.2 for XRT inside. Increasing his lead at the top of the standings in Q3. 3/10 ahead of Master Bear. Waldo on and out back. We've got King in the Sauber. Oh no, it's Iconic, not King. Iconic. King went out previous. I'm not trying to rub it in, honestly. Here comes Iconic. This looks decent as well. And it's a 1:16.2. P1 for Iconic in the Sauber. PDMB on and in-lap goes to the pits, followed by the Aston Martin. Rito, who's actually on a lap and 500 of a second up on his P4 time, and it's a 1:16.780. Doesn't improve his time, so we'll stay in P4. Inside will be going in the pits after his Creto has retired from the session. I suppose inside will do the same because we have only got 2 minutes left of Q3. Fine Waldo is invalidated. Red Bull behind him of Jelly on an outlap. Past the Master Bear on an outlap. And the Sauber of Iconic, who's if you like, here's Crimson. Iconic. 3,000 of a second quicker than inside. Bush Big on an outlap. We have got what? Come on, get it. Get a yellow flag off. Iconic has retired. Inside has retired. A minute to go. Creto retired. So we've got Master Bear out on track. Waldo and Jelly and PDMB. Well, Bushbig isn't, but PDMB, Exo and Scar are on outlaps. We'll jump on board with Scar. And he's got 45 seconds, which he should do easily. Red Bull of Jelly coming around the penultimate corner. Currently P9 for Jelly. This could be in the 1:16s. It's 1:16.6 P4 for Jelly. McLaren of Exo just makes it in time 1:17.2. So this will have to be a good lap for McLaren because it will be his last lap. We've got Master Bear. He's not going to improve. But he can do something on this lap. We've got 7 seconds spare. We've got Red Bull then of PDMB 1:16.8. That's P7 for PDMB. Mercedes of Bushpig 2/10 up. This will put in P4 or 5. unless he does gain a little bit more time in the Mercedes, and I think it will be 1:16.6. It's 1:16.4. P3 for Bushpig. Nice lap, but unfortunately not quite quick enough. 2:10 slower than XRT inside. We've got Phil coming around that final corner now. This is going 1:16s as well. 1:16.6 for Phil. P6. McLaren RXO 6/10 up. P1 for EXO on the final lap. 1:16.198 for McLaren's EXO. Brilliant lap from the South African. Master Bears invalidated. PDMB's in the pits. So that is it. EXO with a flying last lap there takes pole. And round 5, season 15 of ERC Managers 1:16.198. Brilliant lap for EXO. Sees him on pole. Hoping to jump a place in the championships. Needs to beat Bushpig though. Bushpig in P4. But we'll just get confirmation of the grid. Top 10 grid. The Momento. I've just noticed I've got green paint on my chest. How have I got paint on my chest when I've been wearing a t-shirt? I don't know. Anyway, there you go. EXO on pole in the McLaren. Alongside him on the front row is Iconic in the Sauber. Row 2 in P3 is XRT inside in the Aston Martin. Alongside him on row 2 will be Bushpig in the Mercedes. Row 3 is Master Bear in the Haas and Jelly in the Red Bull. Row 4 is Scar in the Ferrari and Crito in the Aston Martin. Row 5, Waldo in the Williams and PDMB in the Red Bull. I'll just go into Discord and see what time we will be starting. Doopy doopy doopoo. So we're going at 9 o'clock and it is 5 minutes to. I might just nip down and make myself a cup of coffee. We're at Australia, Albert Park. Been held 88 times since it was first held, the Australian GP in 1928. Lex Davison and Michael Schumacher both hold 4 wins. Ferrari have 14 wins in constructors. The laps here at Albert Park, 5.278 kilometres or 3.280 miles. 58 laps is your 100%. We're only doing 50% tonight, 29 laps. 100% lap, 58 laps is 306.124 kilometres or 190.216 miles. So yeah, I will just go and get a little bit of a refreshment and we'll be away and running. Just give me 2 ticks and I'll be back with you for the race here at Australia. See you in a short while. So he's back with a bottle of ginger beer. Oh. What's this? Twitch has updated its terms and services. Please be sure to read our updated terms by clicking accept. You agree to Twitch's terms and services. 2 minutes to go. Looking down on the Red Bull garage, PDMB and Jelly's garage there. Medium tyres inside the pits and the wing at the front. Then Stuka Boy and Bush Pig's Mercedes garage. Not much happening in the garages. All having a fag round the back. If you just see the Red Bull sign, DHL, above it, see two chaps there cheering up, both synchronised clapping and woo-woo. Look at them synchronised. Clapping. Yeah! Come on, Red Bull. Come on, Red Bull. Yeah! 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 Wouldn't mind a pint what them pair have been drinking. Get myself ready for the race. A minute to go. Can I beat a bit of ginger beer? Ginger beer. Oh, that's nice. Master Bear has left the session. Let me see if I can get Master Bear back in. Bear with Master Bear. I'm on my way. Find my controller. There we go. And my pen. So Exo in a bit of form. Took the win last week in Brazil. Takes pole tonight here at Melbourne. Ten people in the chat. And are we off? Well, Iconic gets the jump through. So we have not got a formation lap again. Sorry, I should have picked up on that. But we're on board with King in Salva. Now then, with lap 2. Something wrong here. Now then, what's happening here? Because it's got me down here as lap 2. It's not lap 2, is it? No, King. Right, King is down in P11. It's lap 1. Iconic is your race leader. Exo, your pole sitter, down in P4. Sorry about that skedaddle, but Iconic is your leader. Bush Pig, your championship leader, is in P2 with XRT inside. In P3 in the Aston Martin Exo. We've got a yellow flag at the back. Kenny's Ghost. Oh, who's that dropping down? Master Bear's dropping down a few places. Is Master Bear in control of his car? If he isn't, I'll send another invite. Looks to me like he's not AI. Anyway, Bush Pig sets fastest lap on lap 1 in P2, catching up to the back of Iconic Sauber. But cracking debut already for Iconic. It's the Sauber team, followed by Bush Pig inside within P3 Exo. That's PDMB and Master Bear both drop positions. There's Master Bear. I'll have a look at Master Bear. Looks to me like anyway, back up to the lead as Bush Pig all over the side of the Sauber, and that's Bush Pig into P1. Sauber has to settle in behind the Mercedes, coming round into turn 12, onto Ascari, and Bush Pig leads back from Iconic inside, and is half a second behind with Exo the Pulse in P4, Scar up to P5, Crito and Jelly neck and neck fighting over P6. We've got a Red Bull of some description down at P12, turn 12, and that's Pivot. Pivot has come to grief in the cash out with Bush Pig. Scar takes fastest lap in P5. The Ferrari man is looking down at Exo in P4. Crito up to P6. Oh, Pivot! Pivot is 3-set penalty, and who's that gone out? Crito's out and Jelly's out. Crito and Jelly both out of the Australian Grand Prix, and that is your first safety car of the evening with Pivot. Gratefully accepts the safety car and joins the pit. Safety car on lap 3. Out go Crito and out goes Jelly. Oh dear me. Iconic takes a penalty as well. Ooh. Just didn't quite catch what happened. Jelly and Crito, well, it was on camera, but I wasn't paying attention to what was going on the screen. I was looking at something on the grid, lap scoring sheet. Phew. Bush Pig on medium tyres decides not to pit. Iconic's not pitting. Neither is inside Exo, Scar, Waldo, King, PDMB. PDMB's going in. Master Bear is staying out. Stupid Boy staying out. Nathan staying out. Rail, Shaggy all staying out. McLaren of Roman in the pits alongside PDMB. Pivot with his new mediums on. P16. We will be able to catch up to the rest of the pack. They settle in behind the safety car. But this will give us a chance to have a look, see what boots these cars are wearing. So we've got Bush Pig, Iconic, and inside on mediums, Exo on the hards, in the McLaren, and we've got Scar on mediums in the Ferrari here. Although in the Williams is on hards, and we've got King, Master Bear on mediums, Stupid Nathan on hards, Pasleo on mediums, Shaggy on hards, and then we've got Ken's Ghost, PDMB, Roman and Pivot on mediums. Position changes, the Bush Pig is up 3, Iconic to where he was as in inside, Exo's down 3, Scar up 2, Waldo up 3, King up 5, Master Bear down 3, Stuka Boy up 2, Nathan McIntyre up 8, Pasleo up 2, Shaggy's up 4, Kenny's Ghost up 1, PDMB's down 4, Roman's up 2, and Pivot is down 1. So, safety car already here at Albert Park, Australia. Iconic and Pivot both have pens. And the safety car out on the lap, waiting for Pivot to catch up. Should be there this lap, so this could be the final lap under safety car. And Bush Pig will dictate the restart. Hi Creto mates. Say I was on board with yourself and Jelly. Didn't actually see what happened. Unfortunate, mate. Unfortunate. Yeah, Pivot has caught up to the back of the pack now, so this will be last lap on the safety car. So excitement on lap 2. Safety car confirmation going in this lap, and we'll settle on board with Bush Pig. Sit behind the wheel of the Mercedes driver as he will dictate the restart. Lap 5, 29, 24 laps to go. Iconic just behind. There he goes, and Bush Pig is away. Iconic has gone in the pits. Inside then, he's got to be a second behind. Don't understand why Iconic's gone in the pits. 1.1 second over the DRS on your leader. Bush Pig leads from inside with Exo, McLaren, and then we've got Scar coming on the inside of Exo. And that's a Ferrari up to P3. Lovely move there from Phil. We've got a yellow flag. And that is Exo, is it? Oh, Iconic has been disqualified. Oh. There up to P6, so it's all happening. Iconic been disqualified. No idea why. But Bush Pig leads, got a second advantage over XRT in P2's car, chasing down the Aston Martin in P3. Williams is trying well over P4 Exo, and McLaren P5, Master Bear P6. Sorry, I got Exo mixed up with Roman there, going down in P14. Still can't fathom out who've missed 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, no, I missed anyone. I've got 18 down, so there, 9. Right, Gaggle here, jostling for P2, XRT inside, Scar, Waldo, Exo, Master Bear, King, Nathan, Castelleo, Stuka Boy, Shaggy, PDMB. All battling it for P2. Bush Pig has lost a few tenths there to inside, who's up to within 7 tenths of the Mercedes. So coming in to turn 11 and 12. Bush Pig, you lead it in the McLaren, Mercedes, followed by the Aston Martin, and then Ferrari of Scar in P3, Waldo P4 in the Williams, and Exo P5 McLaren, Master Bear P6 in the Haas, King P7 in Sauber, Nathan McIntyre P8 in the Alpine, Williams and Pasleo in P9, Stupid Boy in the Mercedes P10, Shagging in P11 in the Cash App Racing Bull, PDMB is in P12, and we've got Kenny's Ghost in the Ferrari, Roman in the McLaren, and Pivot in the Cash App. Very close to the pit wall there was Pivot. He's back on terms with the clan, and it's race on. All the cars within a few seconds of each other. Should we have a look, see how much difference there is? 9 seconds separates first from 15. Your top 3 all on medium tyres. Waldo, Exo in 4 and 5 are on the hards. We've got a couple of medium tyres in Master Bear and King, another hard in Nathan and Pasteleo. Stukaboy top 10 on hards. Bush Pig though still leads, but is under pressure now from inside. Inside takes the inside line, and that's inside up to P1. The Ferrari of Scar coming alongside Bush Pig, but has to relinquish that position on the brakes. P4 is Wallo, P5 Exo, Master Bear. A little bit of a gap to King, but as you can see, your top 7, top 8 actually, all in camera shot, led by the Aston Martin on inside Bush Pig, P2, Scar Chicks, P3. PDMB up to P10, past the Stukaboy and Mercedes. So very close between your top runners. XRT inside 8/10 ahead of the Mercedes of Bush Pigs, with the Ferrari, Williams and McLaren all looked as if their joint had the diffuser on the front wing. Coming around to a fast part of the tricky circuit now. It's a long left-hand bend, led by the Aston Martin Scar in P2, Waldo P3, Bush Pig down to P4, Master Bears in P5 and Exo P6. King still there, Exo on the inside of Master Bear. Master Bear switches and goes for a look on Bush Pig in P4, P6, 7 actually if you include King, 2.5 seconds ahead of Pasteleo and PDMB in P9. We're on board with XRT inside. You notice the flaps of Scar, Waldo, Bush Pig all open as they get up DRS on the Aston Martin, who leads them down into 2-1 on lap 10 out of 29. Shaggy up to P10, Pastel demoted down to P11. But we have a race on our hands here with XRT inside and Scar. Waldo's over there as Pivot picks up his second penalty of the evening. These 3 pulling away from Bush Pig now. Bush Pig out of DRS of your top 3. We're just half a second separating XRT inside, Scar and Waldo. And they're all coming around to 10 into turn 11 and 12 now. Led now by Scar. Waldo in P2 and inside. Demoted to P3. But Scar and Waldo both dominant as Exo drops to P7 and Nathan drops to P9, and up goes PDMB to P8 and King up to P6. Scar leads them down at the end of lap 10. Waldo will have DRS on the Ferrari. Bush Pig gets past Master Bear in the Haas, back up to P4 for the Mercedes driven by Bush Pig. Scar leads on lap 11 from Waldo and inside. Then we've got 3 seconds then to Bush Pig, Master Bear, King and Exo. And Exo has looked on the inside of the Sauber, thinks twice about the move, got a yellow flag, and that is that looks like a bit of a crash there with Pivot and Kenny's Ghost. Kenny's got no front wing and Pivot is limping. Let's have a look, see what's wrong with the cash app. We've got an end plate missing, I'm sure. No, he hasn't, you know. So Kenny's Ghost missing the wing, and it is a virtual safety car as the marshals pick up carbon fibre from the smash at turn 2. So an unfortunate incident then with the Ferrari and the cash app. P14 and 15. They'll have to keep inside that delta. Can't catch up to the cars in front. 9 seconds is a deficit between Kenny and Roman. And Kenny will be definitely pitted. Pivot, I don't know whether he will be, but we'll go back up. Oh, inside, gone in the pits. He's had enough of these 10 lap old mediums, but Scar carries on, still under virtual safety car. DRS is enabled, and we're back racing on lap 12 of 29. Inside and Master Bear both pit. 17 laps remaining. Scar and Waldo, nice 5.2 gap between themselves and Bush Pig in P3. Then we've got King and Bush Pig swapping positions. Just on board then, Bush Pig leads, King, Exo and PDMB. Then you've got Shaggy as well, just behind Nathan. We'll go back up to your leaders, because Waldo will have DRS on Ferrari of Scar, and that's Waldo up to P1. Kenny's Ghost and Master Bear pull hards on. Can't see him to the end, as King has got past Bush Pig. Lovely move there from Sauber into P3. Bush Pig remote to P4, maybe P5, because Exo's come alongside, and Exo's up to P4, passing Bush Pig in the Mercedes. PDMB looking down at the Mercedes and McLaren in front of him, and PDMB has made the move on Bush Pig. Bush Pig's got the inside line here, but PDMB goes wide. Who gets a better exit? It's PDMB in the Red Bull. Up now into P5 as Exo. Oh, what's up to King? King's gone in the pits. Don't get too excited, Michael. But Waldo leads from Scar. And then we've got 7.5 seconds into the McLaren of Exo. PDMB in the Red Bull P4. Nathan in the Alpine P5. Bush Pig in the Mercedes down to P7 now with Shaggy in the Cash App. Racing Bull goes up to P6. Superboy in P8 with the Mercedes with Roman in P9. XRT inside, having just pitted for Hards. He's in P10 with Master Bear in P11. King P12. Pashleo in the Williams has just put fresh Hards on. P13. Pivot in P14 on 10 lap hold mediums with Kenny's Ghost with a fresh front wing and fresh hard tyres. He's in P15. Scar then leads from Waldo. Scar will have to pit before Waldo, and Waldo will have the faster tyres on. After will Waldo be going hard soft? And we've got a yellow flag at the back, and it's Kenny's Ghost. Not enjoying them new hard tyres as Scar went to fake the pit, but actually went in the pits. And Scar has dropped down to P2 at least, as Waldo leads the field in the Williams, and 13 lap old hard. Scar puts fresh hards on, and we'll come back on track around P6 or 7. Oh, Bush Pig has pitted as well. So medium hards. So that'll be hards medium or hard soft for your leaders, which is Waldo, 9 seconds ahead of PDMB, who's got Exo, Nathan and Shaggy. Shaggy picks up a penalty just as I mentioned his name. His name comes up in lights on the screen, complete with a 3-second penalty and another yellow flag, and I think that is a Red Bull of some description. Pivot has retired, that's what it is. Pivot has retired in the pits. We're down to 14 with 14 laps gone, 15 laps to go. Nathan alongside Exo. Nathan just pokes his nose in front. Exo takes it back. Who's got the better line coming out of Prost? It's Exo leading Nathan and Shaggy. Still no pit stops with the leading contenders. Shaggy is within an arm's breadth of the Alpine of Nathan. Doesn't take the pass, a bit of carbon fibre on the track there. But PDMB in P2 in the Red Bull, and Exo side by side around turn 4 and 5. Inside up to P8, getting past Roman. So Exo in P2, PDMB, Nathan and Shaggy. Scar 4 seconds adrift in P6 on fresh hard tyres. Stuka Boy in P7 on 14 lap old hards. Inside on 3 lap old hards is in P8. Roman PDMB has got past Exo for P2. That's Red Bull passes McLaren, and Nathan the Alpine has also passed EXO. Will Shaggy? No, he won't. EXO's having a look on the outside of the Alpine, cuts back, and Shaggy takes a lovely move on the inside of the McLaren. Optimistic from Shaggy, and that's the cash up in P4. Waldo has pitted, and it's fresh mediums for the Williams. PDMB will be new race leader as Waldo pits for mediums, as does EXO, as just said. Lap 16, 13 laps to go. PDMB is your leader. 12 lap old mediums with Nathan in the Alpine in P2. Shaggy in P3. Scar in P4 now, only a second, 1.7 seconds behind Shaggy's Cash App. XRT inside. And then Waldo, you got a fancy Waldo. EXO picks up a penalty. Yeah, you got a fancy Waldo now if you can keep these tyres going. Faster medium tyres, just half a second behind the inside. Waldo looks to me to be the favourite as Nathan takes over the lead in the Alpine. Side by side with the Red Bull. The Red Bull's gone in the barrier, struck the Red Bull. And inside's out. The inside is out, and it's a safety car. The inside having such a brilliant race. Don't know what happened there. Let's have a look, see where he is. Oh, it's gone. Oh, that's inside out. 13 drivers remain. Safety car. Nathan Shaggy in the pits. Thank you very much, says Scar. Thank you very much, says Waldo. Thank you very much, says Master Bear. Up to P3. Scar, though, is your lead car. Set us in behind the safety car. Quite a lot of pit action now. Shaggy's on fresh mediums, Roman's on fresh hards, King's on fresh mediums, Stupid Boy fresh mediums, EXO on mediums, Bush Pig mediums, PDMB mediums, King mediums, Roman on hards. Safety car number 2 then. We've had a virtual safety car as well. Well. 5 retirees, one way or another. Pardon me, being so rude. Got a right itch. Oh, who's that skipping? Cut the corner there. Not sure if you want Nathan or not. Not accusing him of anything, but looked like an Alpine to me. Might not have been. Pardon me, again. So then let's have a look. There's people going to the pits. None of your leaders going in. Maybe settle down for another lap on the safety car. There's 3 people left in the chat. Me and Sophie and somebody else. I'm just going to dry the result. Both Aston Martins are out. Well, I'll be losing position to Cash Apps. One Cash Apps out. A Red Bull out and Jelly. CDMB to keep the Red Bull flag flying. So let's have a look at movements. So we've got Scar up 6, Waldo up 7, Master Bear up 2, Nathan's up 14, Shaggy's up 11, Roman up 11, Stupid Boy up 4, Down 7 is EXO, up 4 is Passaleo, up 2 is King, down 1 is PDMB, down 8 is Bush Pig, and up 1 is Kenny's Ghost. Penalties, got Shaggy on 3 and EXO on 3. There's confirmation that the safety car is in this lap. So we'll go on board with Scar, who will dictate the restart in Ferrari. Safety car goes off in the distance. Much as I love everybody in the ERC, I do fancy Waldo with these freshish mediums on. A bit of carbon there in the track again. Safety car is now in the pit, so Scar can go at any time he wants to. This is where Bush Pig went, and this is where Scar goes. On board with Waldo, chasing down the Ferrari, not gaining much time. The odd 100th of a second, that's about it. But it's Ferrari leads Williams, Master Baird in P3, Nathan in P4 in the Alpine, Shaggy in P5, the Cash App, Stupid Boy 1.5 seconds behind Shaggy in the Mercedes, Rexo, Roman, King and Passaleo and King side by side going around turn 4. Top 10 then. Scar and Waldo battling out down this fast part of the circuit. A little bit of the right hander and a long left hander. Waldo takes the lead from Scar. There, not far behind Scar. It's coming to Scary. Waldo, Scar, Master Bear, Nathan, Shaggy, and then a 2-second gap then to EXO in P6. So top 5 going pretty well. On board with Shaggy chasing down the Alpine. The DRS is enabled on lap 20 of 29. Waldo leads from Scar, Master Bear, Nathan, McIntyre, Shaggy. Now we'll go down to EXO with Stupid Boy and King. PDMB and Bush Pig are your top 10. Slayer gets past Roman to P11. Demotes Roman down to P12. And Kenny's Ghost 230. And don't know whether Kenny has got body damage. But not a familiar position. The Stuka Boy picks up a penalty. We're on board with Scar. That's Scar retakes the lead from Waldo. Did think didn't we see it? Mediums would be an advantage as King picks up a penalty as well, but Scar obviously putting my theory to bed as he nips past Williams on 6 lap old hearts. Back to your normal camera angle from the International Paget helicopter. Scar leads from Waldo. Master Bear, Scar 6 fastest lap, 1:18.3 on 7 lap old hearts. Well done to Phil, Nathan in P5, Shaggy. EXO not really catching the cash app. Superboy in P7, PDMB P8, King P9. And Bush Pig in Mercedes is your top 10. A little bit of a gap between Bush Pig and Pasteleo in P11. Scar still leads from Waldo, Master Bear, Nathan and Shaggy. Not much between your top 5. Shaggy does carry a penalty as well as EXO and Stuka Boy. So carry on as they are, and I don't think Shaggy will lose any more places. And he's catching Nathan. But Scar holds on to lead, even though Waldo had DRS. He's coming around into a Scary. Ferrari from Williamson. Oh, Scar has a spin. Did he hit the curb? And he spun. And that's dropped him down to at least P6 as Waldo finds himself in the lead. Wow, Scar, I don't know whether he clipped the curb there and spun, but he has lost 5 positions then as Waldo is your leader, followed by Master Bear in the Haas. And we've got the Alpine and Nathan in P3, Shaggy P4, PDMB demotes Scar to P7, EXO 1.8 seconds behind Scar in P5, PDMB, Scar, Stupid Boy, King and Bush Pig, Basileo, Kenny's Ghost and Roman. Roman's dropped a few places as well, and there's been a little bit of an incident there with McLaren that we missed on camera. Waldo then still within as Pasteleo picks up a penalty. Pasteleo, latest casualty to track limits. Waldo then showing some pace. Master Bear P2 still within DRS of the Williams. Coming around Ascari for the 22nd time. As you see, EXO in the McLaren 2 seconds adrift, and needs to get a move on. Waldo then, Master Bear. Master Bear, you see this seconds ticking down. He's within half a second now of the Williams, and we'll get DRS at the next DRS point as well. King with another penalty within a couple of laps of each other. That'll put King down the grid a little bit. So there's at least 3 set penalties as I know of. The Haas DRS opens up. Not short actually. Bring that out of sector 1 into sector 2. Scar picks up a penalty. These penalties are starting to add up. 6 of your remaining 13 drivers have all got penalties. Some have 2 lots of penalties, others just have 1. We'll go through penalties in a bit. Master Bear certainly putting some pressure on the Williamses. We find Waldo, he will pick up DRS as will Nathan McIntyre, and he will put a dent in the gap that is there. 5/10 gap. It's coming down and coming down. I can't see him making the move. He's down to 2/10, 2.5 tenths. So the Haas, the Alpine and the Red Bull Cash App all putting pressure on the Williams of Waldo. Just 5 laps remaining. Quite impressed with Nathan tonight, really am. Nice line as well through there. Everybody else sort of steered. Nathan took a line where just carried straight on, cut that little bit of curb out. He rode the curb and just didn't lose any time at all. Shaggy sitting in behind the Alpine as well, waiting for any mistakes. And coming into Ascari, 24th time. Will Master Bear be close enough for a move on Waldo on this lap down that start finish straight, where he will pick up DRS, as will Nathan and Shaggy. Waldo will have to use raw battery power. It's on that battery now, 70%. Shaggy looks like the most likely to make a move at these 4 cars. He sits in behind the Alpine and Nathan, and CXO just 1.6, 1.5 seconds behind Shaggy. Shaggy just needs to hold on, not pick any more pens up, and he will be getting P4, but EXO is cutting that gap with every turn of that wheel. So Waldo leads Master Bear, Nathan, Shaggy, EXO, Scar up to P6, which is an unfortunate incident of a couple of laps ago where he was leading the race and a little mistake cost him 6 or 7 positions. Waldo though holding the lead. Here comes Master Bear on the outside. Just lose off camera shot for a split second. But Master Bear isn't quite close enough to Waldo. These four pulling away. Extra 1.5 seconds adrift in P5. Just got Scar on the Red Bull on PDMB for company. And as you can see, top 8 different manufacturers. Right then, who is going to make a move? Anybody or nobody? Master Bear certainly closed that gap on Waldo, and has a much superior battery as well in that Haas. A lot more than anybody else. Our tyre seems to be the tyre here in Australia. EXO has definitely caught up to the back of Shaggy and brought Scar with him. PDMB second adrift of your top 6. It's just 2 seconds separating your top 6. What the final 3-4 laps we will have. Here comes Master Bear on the outside of Waldo, and it's Master Bear takes the lead from Waldo. Nathan, Shaggy, Scar gets past EXO and missed that overtake, and he's putting pressure on the cash app of Shaggy. Inside line for Scar, and that's Scar up to P4. He's looking at the LP and Nathan as well. A brilliant recovery from Scar. He lost a few positions due to an unfortunate incident with a curb, as I'm saying. Up to P3, to the smoke of a lock up from your leading 2 cars, either Master Bear or Waldo, but it's Master Bear that leads Waldo. Down that start finish straight, you've got 6 cars, 7 cars actually, within DRS of each other. Coming down that start finish straight, Master Bear, Waldo, and Shaggy picks up a second penalty, and that's dropped him off now, I should think. Scar and Nathan swap positions. Scar up to P3, and he's definitely on a roll, and it's confirmation that these hard tyres are working wonders as PDMB gets past EXO. Red Bull passes the McLaren. 3 laps to go. Master Bear leads Waldo. Waldo's got the inside line in the Williams, and that's Waldo back in front. Master Bear down into P2. Scar's in P3, but putting pressure on the Haas. Nathan McIntyre losing a few tenths of a second as these two battle it out. Scar is up to P2, gets past the Master Bear. Master Bear's got the outside line coming around Scary, gets pushed out a little bit by the Ferrari, but Master Bear good acceleration, and that's the Haas back into P2. They want Scar back to P3 with Nathan P4 and PDMB dropping back second at least adrift now of P4, so we're down to 4 cars within DRS of each other at the lead of the field. It's Waldo, Master Bear, Scar and Nathan. Penultimate lap. Waldo up 8, Nathan's up 14. Waldo getting a little bit of a gap between himself and Master Bear, but still within DRS, as is Scar in P3. Coming down now into sector 2 and that long left hand bend where you see so many overtakes with DRS, and is Scar going to make a move on Master Bear, who's later on the braking. Master Bear just outbrakes the Ferrari. Phil will tuck in behind and makes a move, does he? On the inside of Viscari, no, Master Bear still holds on to P2, but here comes Scar on the inside. What a move that is. The Haas has to go wide, and that is Phil up to P2, but he has a penalty, so he'll have to put some daylight between himself and the 3 or 4 cars behind him. He wants to stay on this podium. He pulls out, and that's Scar up to P1. Clear track ahead of him, clear air. Can the Ferrari pull 3 seconds on this final lap? If he does, he's driver of the day. Master Bear up to P2, Waldo and Master Bear side by side. And board with Scar. We're on board with Waldo. We've got Master Bear alongside him. This is the last lap. And it's all go. Scar has already pulled 1.2 seconds on Waldo in P2. He's not in DRS either. And this could be a massive struggle from Scar. No battery for Master Bear, for Waldo as Master Bear hurtles past in his wake to try and catch Scar in P1. Normal camera's position, we're coming into a Scary. 1.7 seconds is the gap. Just 1.3 seconds to gain. And he's got the win. Can he hold on to it? I very much doubt he's going to pull a second now. He's into that final corner. Scar will take the checkered flag, but will he take the win? I very much doubt it. Unfortunate for Scar, but Master Bear will take the win. Nathan in P2. Master Bear with the win. Nathan, Scar does make the podium in P3. PDMB is P4. Waldo dropped to P5. XO P6. Bushpig P7. Shaggy P8. Stuka Boy P9. King P10. Kenny P11. Pasteleo gets P12. And Roman is P13. Cracking race. Scar is so unlucky to pick the penalty up in the first place. But he's got at least a second and a half on P2 Master Bear, but unfortunate penalty puts him third on the podium. Master Bear takes the win. Nathan McIntyre is driver of the day on the game, and he's also driver of the day for me. Nathan, driver of the day for me. There's Master Bear with a win. Much needed win for Master Bear. With the Alpine of Nathan in P2. And the unlucky Scar in P3. Razzle in the chat. Good race. It certainly was, Razzle. Certainly was. And your fastest lap was Scar with a 1:18.312. So there you go, Master Bear with the win in the hat, with Nathan McIntyre in P2 in the Alpine, and alongside him on the podium is Scarfatrix in P3. PDMB takes P4 for Red Bull, and the Williams of Fine Waldo down in P5. XO in McLaren is P6. Bushpig P7 in Mercedes. Shaggy in the Cash App is P8. Stuka Boy in Mercedes P9. King in the Sauber P10. Kenny's Ghost in the Ferrari P11. Pasteleo in the Williams P12. Roman in the McLaren P13. And then your DNFers inside Pivot, Iconic, Jelly, and Creto. Great stuff. Great race. Enjoyed that. Really was a good race. And if you want to see more from International Paddock, don't know what's happening tomorrow with the RC, but Friday we've got UCR, and Saturday RFL. Then we've got the Masters with myself and Andrew on Sunday night, and then a new league, DRS, welcomes the International Paddock, and I'll be doing the commentary there on Monday night. Looking forward to that new league, and it's represented by Smugget, who races for ERC, and it'd be nice to see some new names on screen. Anyway, I'll cut you short and I'll let you all go. I hope you've enjoyed the race tonight as much as I have. Certainly did. It's had its moments. We had 3 safe cars and a virtual. We had 5 retirees and 8 drivers with penalties. But I'll bid you farewell, and I'll see you all soon. Good night. God bless. Thanks for joining us in chat. Thank you very much indeed. And I'll see you all soon.